So welcome, everyone, to another Wizards Council midweek edition. I'm just going to warn you that even though I am with two very distinguished, scholarly gentlemen, the wonderful Lawrence Winterman and Nick Paro, today they have made a mistake. They have done something they really shouldn't have done, and they're going to let me launch. They're going to let me shoot, if you will, on a phrase that I came up with yesterday because I'm sick of fake patriotism. And it is called, wait for it, Eagle Jizz. Because that's what I'm sick of seeing, ladies and gentlemen. I am sick of seeing the Eagle Jizz that is coming from the Trump administration. I'm sick of hearing, what's the guy, Dana White from UFC on those car commercials about how, we're Americans and we drink beer and we do everything and blah, 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 blah. And we, even our rich people have worse health outcomes than your average European. Because frankly, that's what we're talking about today. I am sick and tired of having the Eagle Jizz all over my face, in my face, every day. So yeah.
Fred, what is the decor at the White House in the Oval Office right now?
It is Liberace Eagle Jizz. It is ruined the Oval Office. It is not an upgrade because it's like it's like a bad dream. It's like Trump has gone to a bunch of yard sales from after like his poor boomer colleagues have died and they've picked up all these fake gold filigree clocks, and it's like, oh, I think there's some white space over there. We got to put some gold filigree over there because that'll make everyone
spray it on the wall.
Spray it on the wall. It's like we're gonna have Declaration of Independence there in a gold frame, and then we're going to, pause the tariffs on China for 90 days after NVIDIA pays me money.
And we're gonna exempt Russia, but the penguins, we're gonna get the penguins. They're gonna those fucking penguins.
We're gonna put a freaking tariff on them.
They have so much fun. I just want to be able to slide on the snow like they do, but I can't. Melania says I can't because then I'll look like a walrus instead of a penguin. So fuck the penguins. Tariff 100%.
Let's put a National Guardsman. Let's take like the ATF
800 troops
and put them at the reflecting pool so they can march in a circle, and look at themselves in the reflecting pool. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a water feature that was put in to up the real estate value.
Right.
So,
but we're paving the rose garden because the women, all the beautiful women, their high heels, their lovely high heels, are sinking into the turf. So you got to pave it because we need all the women in their beautiful high heels.
And while we're there, we're going to put these big patio tables out. And my favorite color is orange. So we're going to put these giant orange penises up because nothing says big dick energy.
Right. Than a giant penis.
Like a literal.
McDonald's is going to bring a food truck. You can eat your Big Mac right there on the rose garden.
I want it to look like Ronald McDonald's erection if it was laying down. That's what I wanted to do. A golden fried erection. And then all the women know I'm a virile, masculine man. Oh, wait, somebody said something mean about me. I'm going to launch the whole federal government at them because Jessica Tarloff came with actual facts. How dare she? I'm going to put National Guardsmen at the Jefferson Memorial and the Lincoln Memorial so we can look like we're tough. Because, right, like we're a bunch of freaking Soviets. Because, they were tough.
Somebody build me a ballroom, a 90,000 square foot ballroom so that I can host big parties. Me and Jeff Epstein. No, not him. Not him. Not Jeff. No, a big party without Jeffrey Epstein in the big ballroom.
I got Howard.
I got Howard talking about about my good friend Arnold. I remember Arnold. He was such a man. Look at all that. He was so masculine, so much
I remember
energy.
that.
He had so much energy. It was so big. It was the biggest energy you've ever seen. I could fit so much of it inside me, but I never wanted to say it. It was my favorite sausage at the club.
My mouth used to salivate just thinking about all that manliness.
Melania tells me I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore.
If you want to talk about Eagle Jizz, Arnold knows about Eagle Jizz.
Arnold sprayed and prayed, and he knew what he was doing. Hey, thinking about this, Fred, since we're on this tangent, I'm going to read my poem about this because it fits perfect. Lawrence, do you remember the sonnet Came and Went?
Oh, indeed.
Oh my God.
Yes, the lovely tribute to the come and go convenience store chain.
So I live in the South. Unfortunately, at times I call it unfortunate. It's beautiful here. I love Arkansas. I live in Arkansas. It's a beautiful place. But we have this we did have this lovely convenience store and gas station in the area called Come and Go. Spelled K-U-M. They knew what they were doing. It got bought out. They're no longer named that anymore. They're Mavericks now. It's lame. They left all the fun behind. So this is a sonnet in honor of our friends Come and Go. I give you Came and Went. There once was a place where you came and went. It was a splash and dash, you came in fast. Faster you came, quicker you bent and sent. It made you smash and crash, you could not last. There now was a place filled with cream and scream. It was a spit and blow we had to go. Going so long, training, we stream and team. It makes us sit and split. It was a show. There was a place with a slap and fap. It made me piss and pass. I want the gas. Gassing you up, running, we strap and tap. It was a stick and prick with nut to pass. We pass as one, building, we come and go. Sorry, pass as one, building, we go and come. We mass as one, sending, we bum and nub.
I gotta say, I'm really offended that you would create a sonnet about Dana Dubois like that. That is terrible. That is terrible.
Is Dana in the chat to fight?
I don't think so. Otherwise, no, there's no way. If she was, I wouldn't have done it. I would have.
Yeah, no. This is getting clipped. I'm telling on you, bitch.
No,
oh shit!
Clip. Damn you,
don't
Lawrence.
Come for my work wife. I got to defend her honor now, Frederick.
What?
It has come. Fisticuffs. We have reached the point of fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
No, but it's like
we
little
need a good
kid
old-fashioned Aaron Burr, Alexander Hamilton duel.
But it's like it's like little kid fisticuffs where it's just like we can fight, but it's like, man, don't tell Dana. I don't want her to get mad at me.
Right.
But we'll do it with the Rock'em Sock'em robots, so it'll be like you can only punch like this. Whoever's head comes off first, you lose.
Yeah.
No, but we love Dana Dubois, the co-host of Gen XC. She recently dropped an awesome article called Romance Through My Thumbs. It's all about she had some great takeaways, as always writes really good stuff. So,
here's Fred with the apology tour.
Of course. Because
so
I am a cisgendered,
faith.
straight, heterosexual man, which means, my way of pickup was like, yeah, it'd be funny if we had sex, huh? Nah, just kidding. Nah, but for real. Like maybe kidding, but no, really. So
Fred, considering up to this point, I was calling you Dr. Smooth. I'm suddenly not so sure you've got the moves, my friend.
I don't.
Ooh.
I mean, it's I don't but here's the thing. When it comes to moves and Eagle Jizz, there's always room for a comeback.
Oh. America doesn't do comebacks. We don't back off.
Right.
Yeah.
We just pound right through. We just pound right through.
And no,
America
this doesn't feel like that anymore. This feels like just a whole bunch. It's like the premature ejaculation of fascism. That's what this feels like. That we're living through this like like we're bracing for the, like jackbooted stormtroopers in the masks that are, like the real Hollywood cinematic that we've had since the fall of the Soviet Union and the sci-fi dystopias. And then what we're getting is guys in freaking, Dickies and blue jeans with like the cutoff t-shirt masks that are just, rounding up people that are, running the good tamales that you want to stop at and get in Southern California, on your way, like for your lunch. Like that,
Yeah.
like, that's
Hey,
what we
man.
got.
It
There's
just
no
feels like
better
the
Mexican food than food trucks in
Oh,
SoCal. Like the best Mexican food in the
Seriously.
world is sold on the side of the
seriously.
street in LA.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's what they're mad about is like some dude probably fucking didn't sell to them one day or didn't have a burrito they wanted, so they're fucking snitching on ice. Nobody told these people snitches get stitches.
Right.
And
What
what
do you
I
mean you're
figured out, what I
horchata?
think, okay, so what I think it really is I was sort of had this discussion with my wife. It was about the Land Before Time. Now we're going off subject for a second, but I think this is what really is the problem. I think all the people who did not watch Land Before Time are Trumpers. I think everybody else in America watched Land Before Time and saw the death and broke. We all broke. Something broke in us in Land Before Time, and we are like, we can't let that break. And so we all have hope because we're like, yes. But they're like, nah, we want to be the T-Rex. We're like Jurassic Park T-Rex. We just want to eat people or velociraptors.
Mhm.
Whereas we're like,
I'm Team Velociraptor.
Sarah was my girl. She fucking like rammed shit and just was like, nah, you get out of my way. I'm hard-headed. So that's my theory. But going back to the Eagle Jizz, because it's grown on me since we've talked about it.
That's what Eagle Jizz
Uh-huh.
does.
That's what
Right.
Eagle Jizz does.
That's
Real
why it's so
patriotism.
I want to
dangerous.
say Nick has been dying to say Eagle Jizz has grown on me.
Like a
That's
fungus.
our new slogan. Eagle Jizz has grown on me.
It's like a fungus. It's like, like those old 50s sci-fi movies like The Blob. It like gets in your face like,
And it's like the
Yeah.
witch melting
Right.
in the Wizard of
Right.
Oz.
Or you go to like wipe it off and it doesn't wipe off. You just end up spreading it around.
It's
kinda
it's
like-
actually what's holding Trump's hair in place. It's what
Oh my God.
the Epstein
Yes.
files under his hair so well
Yes.
is all that Eagle Jizz that comes out. And
Right.
his is actually Russian Eagle Jizz, and it's not American Eagle Jizz. That's the problem.
Right.
Is they exported theirs or imported theirs, I guess. Like they should make a new like
It's bear
US
jizz.
like
That's the
banner
thing.
where the
he's using
eagle is.
Russian bear jizz.
Yeah,
I-
he should use a new banner on the like podium that has a eagle clutching 2 containers of jizz just dumping out with a bear behind him. Because that would be more representation, right? Like equal representation. We want to equally know who is controlling our government.
I have another theory about why that this has spread among the manosphere like a cancer of Eagle Jizz and why that's happened. Back when I was a young man, right, I had a chance to go out with a woman of my age, so I'm about 21, that I met doing Toys for Tots, right? So there I am by the toy bin. I've got my full dress blues on, woman comes up to me and asks me out, and fortunately, a mutual friend knew her and scared me out of going out with her, right? And she invited me over to the house to the hot tub, all this stuff, right? Literally laying it out on a platter. But my buddy goes, "Oh, dude, she's one of those hard dildo women," right? So I got scared. I got nervous.
Hold on. Can you explain that phrase? I've never heard that.
Me neither.
So back,
as a
this is we're
mostly
talking.
straight dude.
We're talking. This is the 90s, right? So this is
I
at
was
the
a kid in
time.
the 90s.
Yeah. This is at the time when men are still debating on whether they're going to go down on a woman and like give a woman oral pleasure, right? And so like sexually, promiscuous women or sexually sort of like women who were in touch with their sexuality enough.
Women who were fully realized humans who had sovereignty over their own bodies and could choose pleasure if they wanted to.
Right. Who owned
There's a lot of words about choice and ownership and bodily rights in there.
All right, yeah, but this is the 90s. Okay. We're getting off track.
What the fuck do you own?
I'm trying to make a point.
That's a progressive man right there.
Well, I'm trying to make a point, right? It wasn't like that back then. We're talking 30 years ago. Okay. So I got scared because I'm a young man, but I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm still 21 years old. I'm like, oh, damn. So I got freaked out, right? I chickened out, as you would, And upon reflection, years later, it happened to me, right, where I was about 26, and I was in an establishment with fair to Midland fried chicken, enough where you'd stop and get lunch, right? It wasn't, you ain't gonna drive out the way for it, but it's pretty good. I'm eating.
All of a sudden, I don't know, man. Fair to Midland fried chicken. There's so much good fried chicken in the world. Why you got to settle?
Because I needed it. I was on a job site and I needed a quick lunch. I couldn't drive out the way to get it. So I'm sitting there, and it hits me like a thunderbolt on all that amazing sex that I could have had with a fully sexually free woman, and I've set my chicken down, and I went, "Damn!" just out loud. And it was at that moment you have a choice to make. As a young man, as a man, it just hit me. All these things that I've been taught about women and their sexuality were lies and kept me from experiencing this amazing thing. Or, you know what? Women shouldn't vote. We should repeal the 19th Amendment. We should blah, 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 blah. And when that moment comes, because it will come for all of us in this, right? Because as we're deconstructing the patriarchy, we have a choice to make, right? And these guys have made that choice to hate women. They've made that choice to blame them instead of saying, man, this cost me some, this Eagle Jizz cost me some good loving.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens when you get bad Eagle Jizz. Like when you listen to the wrong eagle. Like it's not a bald eagle that you're listening to. You're listening to that like golden eagle or orange eagle, and it ain't the Eagle Jizz you want.
Man, if you just swallow the Eagle Jizz without, thinking about what you're doing, you end up with some bad ideas stuck in that.
I've heard
you can't just deep throat Eagle
all the neurons firing.
I've heard it could taste like bleach. I wouldn't know.
Sometimes
if you put a black light to yourself after you eat it, like apparently you can kill all the COVID cells and cancer cells in your body. Yeah, I'm not a licensed physician. I'm not a licensed doctor. So please do not take this as medical advice. But apparently,
just shine the sun on the inside. Very good doctors are figuring out how to do that right now.
Yeah, they're going to shine the sun on the inside. It's like bleach for your body. Right. So
let's inject some bleach.
Maybe it's like I heard Tide Pods they look like candies. I want to try one.
But this is a bunch of guys
so it must be right.
This is a bunch of guys who, when they finish up with, if they're lucky enough to, get a woman that takes pity on them for an evening. And then she gets out of bed, and instead of leaving an apology note for saying, "I'm sorry, ma'am, that wasn't up to the standard," I'll leave. As she goes into the bathroom and turns on the sink and lets it run for like 15 minutes, hoping you'll get the hell out of there, and she didn't have to see it. Like that's your hint, No, they still lay in the bed going, falling asleep, just comfort, comfortable.
This is like the Tate brothers, those horrible, misogynistic, rapey assholes. Like those dudes just look like the kind of dudes, if you accidentally have a one-night stand with them, like inevitably you are getting the text like a day or two later that says, "Oh man, I just went to the doctor and I don't know how to tell you this, but I've got the gonorrhea. You're going to need to go get the shot.
You got the crabs now.
You got the crabs. I'm sorry."
I still love how one of my sergeants referred to that as like, You go out there and get you. So we had in the Marines, we called it NJP, non-judicial punishment. But we trained in Jacksonville, North Carolina. He's like, go out there and get yourself some nasty Jacksonville pussy. You're gonna get your bore punched. And you don't want your bore. So when you clean a rifle,
oh yeah,
you basically take a
giant
scrubber
metal
and punch it down the bore.
Wire brush.
Rub on it.
Wire brush. You punch it down the bore. But that's if you get gonorrhea, that's what they have to do. They punch it down. I've never had it because I took those warnings. I'm like, I don't want my boy punched. I'll go to church, Sergeant. I'm gonna go to Bible study.
I don't know.
I took the warnings and I was like, wrap it up.
Not as bad as you might think.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea, less worrisome than you think.
Right.
Better than a baby.
Man,
than a baby. I don't know. I actually both.
I ain't never had my board punched. I don't want
for a
punch.
lifetime.
No.
We know, Fred. We know.
No, not even that. It's not a gay thing. It's like all that nasty stuff, and you gotta no. No. It's like
When I was a kid, I was playing soccer one time, and I had an ant bite me right inside. Like somehow it got into my shorts.
How?
I don't fucking know, man.
Wait, like in the urethra?
Yeah. Like got into my fucking shorts and bit me.
Oh my God.
It was the most painful fucking thing I've ever experienced. And I've been kicked in the face by someone during a soccer game at full fucking speed. Like that was more painful.
Okay, bro. Listen, this is a safe place. Tell us what really happened. Tell us how it really happened. Come on, man. The ant bit me inside my urethra. Just isn't gonna fly.
No, it did. I wish that was a
what
joke.
Were you picking up there, bro?
Nothing. I was playing soccer. I was goalkeeping in the middle of a soccer game,
bro,
and I got fucking bit.
Like you shouldn't have any bad luck for the rest of your life after that.
For real.
Oh yeah, and then I developed I wish, but now here I am all fucked up with fibro and all that bullshit.
I was gonna say, is this a Spider-Man story? Do you know?
No, I didn't turn into like Ant-Man or anything. That would have been cool. Like if I had gotten powers out of it, at least it wouldn't have hurt. At least it would have been okay that it hurt to pee for a while. Like I could have gotten something useful, like extra arms would have been neat. Or the power to lift things like way fucking heavier than I should at all times. That would have been super cool. But it
would have been awesome if it was like it just affected your penis, where it's just like bitten by a radioactive ant. Nick Paro's penis is now fights a lot while Nick sleeps. His penis fights for justice, truth in the American way.
Just slaps Trump across the face.
Right.
You just got this you got this penis and spandex flying around with a cape.
But it's like my body's just limp
on the back of the cape instead of like another penis.
Right,
it's just
you're
Nick's.
asleep and your penis is doing all of it.
Right, and it's like, but it's got the cape, but instead of another penis on the cape, it's got Nick's face on the cape.
Well,
here's an idea
Eagle
for a
Jizz,
show.
Y'all.
Here's a concept for a TV.
Right.
God, I love this. Thank you, Fred. Thank you for getting this out there. Thank you for spewing this on people so that everybody is now covered.
Right.
Phrasing.
Everyone's
phrasing.
All phrasing. Yes, sir. Phrasing. Phrasing's important. Words mean things.
Yes, this is a family show, a dysfunctional one, but a family show nonetheless.
Not rated for children under 18.
Right.
A family show.
Morgan is just absolutely freaking out. It's no butt stuff is what she's telling us. She's too vanilla.
But that's the back door to the heart, isn't it?
I mean, I'm not sure you want me to comment on this one because I think you know where I'll go.
So Morgan,
Morgan,
I'll just say this to Morgan, okay? Because I know she's
love you, Morgan. That's why
she's a fan of a lot of our stuff, and I'll say, listen, it is okay to be afraid. I too was once afraid of the sexual things that I didn't know. But there is a show called Dirty Talk with Lawrence Winterman and our little sister, Fusen.
Yep.
And they will go over all kinds of butt stuff on
all
how you
the
can
things.
do it, how you can do it safely and how you can do it pleasurably.
All the throat stuff too. I even came into a conversation and listened, and I mean, I learned a lot on like what is the appropriate medical, like what is a doctor's recommended throat position. Lawrence and Pusiner, they know their stuff. So if you're interested,
this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, Fusen and I will be back. The topic for this Friday is bathhouse sex.
Ooh, bathhouse.
Yeah.
Ooh. And because Dirty Talk is now back on, we're moving our show on Fridays for Wizards Counsil to the afternoon. So 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern. On Friday afternoon, we'll be back for our normal Wizards Counsil instead of our midweek Eagle Jizz Wizards Counsil. We had to get this out in the world. And unlike
better out than in, right?
Better out than in.
If you're full of Eagle Jizz, you just got to get it out.
You got to get it out. You got to get it out.
Yeah, you got to get the bad stuff out. It's got to come out.
Is anyone else not looking forward to the 250th anniversary of our country?
I mean, I my entire life have been looking forward to the fact that I would be alive for the semi-sesquicentennial, and now I can't even get to say that word because fuck it.
Right, yeah, and
that's kind of where far.
And that's where Eagle Jizz
we're gonna die at 249 and a half.
We are fucking not. We're not dying today.
All right.
This is America.
I got my Free Republic of Cascadia t-shirt on just in
Free
case.
Republic of Cascadia.
I got my NASA t-shirt on because it was what was clean.
You know? I got this just plain t-shirt on. I won't say what brand because I don't want to get
Eagle Jizz, you can't see what was on it before.
Oh yeah, it used to be a dark blue shirt. Now it's an Eagle Jizz shirt.
It is. It's the kind of thing you grab from the side of the bed and you just wipe it up. You're like, here you go, baby. You know,
you guys crispy, and you have that I'm going to make a t-shirt that says Eagle Jizz on it. I'm going to put it on my store and start selling it. You know that, right?
You better make me a mug with a giant eagle on it that says Eagle Jizz.
Yeah, on one side it's an eagle, a majestic eagle, and on the other side it says Eagle Jizz. So when you're drinking out of it, people are going to be like, "What's this bitch drinking?"
This is what I hate, man. This is the thing I hate about this whole manosphere and all these punk asses on this side of the fence, right?
Yeah.
I remember when I was a young man, like I had to learn all this stuff and I still don't know it. You know, that's why I listen to Dirty Talk sometimes. I still don't know it. I had to learn it all secondhand. And not all of it was good. It was not all good knowledge. I luckily somehow got the book, The Joy of Sex. And so I read it cover to cover when I was in middle school, right?
Word.
And, you know, because all I got the intel briefing one day when I was like in fourth grade and my parents bought the book, Where Babies Come From. And I got sat down and it was very much like, you know, good morning. We appreciate you showing up for this. Today, your class is going to be on where babies come from. So when two people love each other, penis goes in the vagina, baby comes out.
Just straight. Wow. That was straightforward.
That was it. It was just like, it's like, so if you are asked this out in the wild, please remember your training. Do not put your penis in a vagina. Otherwise you will make a baby. Thank you for coming. You know,
that does sound
that was it. That was the talk.
That sounds a lot like my Army briefings too. Like
that was it. I mean, I was literally sitting at the kitchen table and I got a briefing. It's like, are there any questions? And I raised my hands like, and my dad's like, all right, so since there's no questions, you're dismissed. It's like, okay. You know, it was like 15 minutes at 10, maybe, you know what I mean? And we're talking back in the day and a young man who has come through puberty and, you know, the lights just turned on and all I had was a Sears catalog in the bra section. You know what I mean? There wasn't no internet. Nothing.
Right.
You know,
ain't no internet.
Before the internet.
I had that same catalog, but it was the men's underwear section. You know what
that was it. Exactly. You know, and it's like, man, when Victoria's Secret started sending catalogs when I was a teenager, it was a lifesaver. Lifesaver.
See, by the time I was a teenager, we had the internet. Even in Vermont, like it was
even in Vermont. He said,
even in Vermont, we had the internet
where they were drinking that New Hampshire maple syrup.
No,
exactly.
Even in Vermont, the state with the second highest incest rate, and places where they didn't get running water or like electricity until like 2010.
I'll tell you how bad it was. So I was a volunteer firefighter when I was 17 years old, right? And we were doing a house.
Is this sex story?
It is, kind of. We were doing a house burn, right? And I was also in JRTC. I was signed up in the delayed entry program, getting ready to go in the Marine Corps. I had the horseshoe haircut in high school, okay? I was motivated, baby. I was motivated. I went to church Sunday day, Sunday night, and Wednesday, right?
Ugh,
so we get ready to do a burn on this house, right? They're clearing the house, going to build something else, blah, blah, blah. Older house. My chief says, hey, go in and check the basement, make sure everything's cleared out. We don't want no like cans of oil, anything like that, gasoline, blah, blah, blah. All right, no problem. We go down in there. Somebody had left this box in the corner, right? So I go open it up, and inside are the issues of Playboy from February 1981 all the way up to May 1989.
Those are the good years.
Oh, yeah. I put the box like this right here. I walk outside. Hey, what you got there, Pogue? I was like, just some rags. I don't know if they're oily. I'll dispose of them. There's a field surrounding the house now.
Moses coming down from the mountain.
There's a field surrounding the house now.
Coming down.
15.
Yeah. There's a field surrounding the house. Because I was motivated. Nick will appreciate this. I had a Lancet compass with me. Okay. I flipped that bitch open. I look at the moon. I'm like, all right, here's position, blah, blah. I walk direct from the house, 500 paces into the brush, put the box down, pull out a stake, put some yellow tape. There it is. So we can find it. We go to the house burn night. This was dusk. So night falls, pitch black. There's nothing around, right? Good job on the burn, guys. Thanks again. Blah, blah. It's about midnight right now. Y'all can go home. My two buddies we had made homemade ghillie suits because that's how crazy we were, right? With the burlap straps and the whole stuff, blah, blah, blah. We put on our ghillie suits like snipers and go out into the field, right? And we're like, okay, here's the burn. It's 500 paces this way. I put the flag down, blah, blah, blah. In the dead of night, like thieves, we stalk through the grass. So there it is. Go back. We take it back to my spot, back to my house. And then we created the rules of, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to see who goes first. And then after that, we're going to determine order. It's going to be second and third. And then the second man's going to go first, and then so on and so forth until we run out of material. And we laid it all out like treasure, where you could see all the covers, right?
Bro, you had like 50 magazines. We
laid it all out on the floor. And we literally started the clock.
Mosaic on the floor.
We have 10 minutes to decide this is like fantasy football before fantasy football. Okay? The draft order on what we're going to get, because this is a rare find.
It's like Mortal Kombat.
And I say all this because this is pre-internet days. And with all this access to knowledge and all this information, you still got men saying, women don't need to get wet during sex.
Yeah.
I'm furious. I'm furious. This access to knowledge and all this access to stuff that you had, that my 17-year-old, we did an operation. Although it was missing was the 5-paragraph order.
Yeah. Like there was just somebody not there telling us to repeat the operation, and it would have been military.
Yeah.
I just want to comment on part of what you said there that was like that triggers me as an adult man, cis, mostly white dude, who loves women, loves my wife, and also knows and has learned how to be a good husband and partner.
Yeah.
The one thing that I learned from a really good early age was dry sucks. It's like a desert.
Yeah.
Like deserts aren't fun for
No.
anybody.
Yeah.
It's like being on the beach with no water. It's like grabbing a piece of sandpaper and taking a cucumber and just going like this. Like you don't fucking want to do shit like that. Like you just peel the cucumber, right?
I mean, the gay dude knows this, right? Like how
Yeah.
does any ostensibly straight man in the year of our Lord 2025 not know?
It's like a slip and slide, bro. Like what would you rather have? A wet, slippery slip and slide or a dry ass slip and slide? Where
like the driest one, you're gonna come out with fucking ass burn on the way down.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
burn
stick
all
to
over
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, dude,
This is called
dude,
friction burn,
it's
my friend. You don't
easy.
want that.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Like
even me with having very limited access to all this information, right? Very limited. I still had sex ed classes, right?
Yeah. I
had sex ed classes, all that. But again, it was very sort of practical. Like, this is how you apply a condom.
This is what happens.
And you'll pinch it, and then you will. Yeah, that's it, right? Like that's what you got, right?
Have you ever watched Big Mouth? You guys either ever watched that show on Netflix?
No.
I recommend
I've heard
it
of
to
it,
the
but
audience.
I've heard of it.
I
But
recommend it to the audience because it is all about puberty, but it's as raunchy as We're Being right now. Maybe even it's worse than We're Being.
Big Mouth is worse than
Big Mouth is worse than We're Being. Like the first episode starts out with, and here we have the fallopian tube in the vagina, and it's like flicks. Sorry for giving everybody the finger there. They flick a bean like the inside, and just blood flows out. And you're like, well, this is the episode. This is the show I'm now in. And the first kid is like, oh man, I have an erection that I cannot control, and I'm just gonna go beat it in the bathroom at school.
Dude. Oh yeah,
and it's so fucking cute. It is so funny. Go watch that show, have a laugh, and then we can talk about this even more. Ooh. Lawrence, Fred, I'm challenging both of you to watch a couple episodes by Friday.
Okay. Oh, you're going to challenge me to watch TV? Done.
Yeah, I challenge you to watch TV. And it's so funny because it's all about like sex ed. And it's talking about like emotions and actual things. Like there are real concepts in it that they talk about. They do talk about puberty a lot. They talk about the emotions that you're going
Morgan
through.
has a question.
About, like,
she's Morgan, not really sure on what we're talking about. So,
blood, what?
So yeah, Morgan.
Inside of a vagina, you
at the top, at the top of the slit.
Apparently, there's ovaries that look like beans. I've seen a replica.
Well,
of them
and there's one
because they're also what testicles are on the outside. Is there just are ovaries dropped?
And there's that bean.
Testicles.
There's that bean or button at the top of the slit. I believe they call that the clitoris.
Some men have an awful hard time finding it.
Not if you have a Landsat compass, you find it.
Not if you go north.
I'm telling you.
But if you hit the belly button,
even I
remember
far. Your instructions, which are start at the feet and go north.
That's it. The feet need to be up. The feet need to be up, and you got to go north because if the feet are down,
you have to have.
You're gonna find a hole, but it's.
I mean, if the feet are down, then come talk to me.
Yeah. So Morgan, next time, your man is trying to explore and he's heading north, just lay face down and we'll see what happens. I mean,
I have the worst feeling that we are going to get an email from Substack shortly after this live ends.
No, I think we're all right. None of us have gotten naked. Like we're less naked than some shows.
Right.
I mean,
Are
I
we?
tried to strip a little on one show, I think.
Are there really naked shows? No, don't tell me that. No,
Yeah, I
no.
think so. I think
I
there are
mean,
people who
yeah,
do like full on like nudist stuff on here.
yeah,
Really?
There's
yeah.
a button on your in your Substack that allows you to like hide inappropriate content. Of course, Fred's like,
No,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I see
turn
that in the
that off
notes, right? Like,
right now.
I see the very tasteful photos in my notes, which I'm absolutely not getting rid of. But, because then it makes me feel like it is, well, it's a gentleman's notes. It's a gentleman's notes. That's why I like it. But, it's funny because I think of that stuff and there's like a part of me that reverts to Gomer Pyle. It's like, well, golly, people get naked on here. Like it never crossed my mind to do that. Like it never crossed my mind to do that. I'm just like, yeah, I guess. Huh. Okay.
If you look at fiction, like usually like half of the top 10 in rising in fiction are porn, right? Like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like Gigi's porn stories, or like there's a couple of gay ones, and I know for a fact there's an entire gay community on here that it's like $29 a month to subscribe to it. And their whole thing is that it's a private Substack community. It's got 100,000 members in it. And apparently it's kind of anything goes. Like, you sign up for that community and you throw your keys in the bowl and take off all your clothes and you go, dive head first into whatever.
So they just went full Eagle Jizz.
Honestly, man, I think that's why they try to oppress y'all, because you have so much more fucking fun than
like that's the thing. Like
you just do. I mean, it's just like I hear that stuff. It's like it's kind of awe-inspiring in like both like wow and terrifying. Where I'm just like it's like holy shit, like really, like and it honestly makes me feel like my inadequacy, and sometimes where I'm like, man, don't let the women hear this. I'll be in trouble.
I told you before, like me and my boyfriend, we're like, what do you want to do today? Why don't we watch some football and fucking order pizza? Okay.
Like, what's more manly than that? Like,
right,
that's the
thing.
thing. Is like,
now? Okay.
Like,
there's no one in the relationship is like, well, maybe we should slow down and see how we feel, and why don't we talk about puppies and kittens and rainbows? And it's like, no, put it in me. Come on, let's go. Turn on the TV. Let's get going.
That sounds really dry, Lawrence.
No,
man. There's like the big pump bottle of lube right next to the bed.
Wow.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, no, you don't get that.
You need to cover your ears, not your eyes, for this one. You ain't seeing nothing you haven't seen before here.
You don't get that on this side of the fence, man. I mean, it's like, unless you get the right woman, like you don't get that.
Hey, no eyes, Rachel. Thank you.
You don't get that. Like you get like, all right, like so. All right, if I do this housework and I get this done, I do this right here, and I catch her on the right mood. It's like I got like a 15-minute window. It's like planning an op. You know what I mean? It's like we got a 15-minute window for this jump. If we miss it, we miss it. It's like you got one shot at this. It's like, so how was your day, baby? Oh my God, work was terrible. That sucks. Was it terrible and you want to relieve that kind of way, or I just have a headache? To relieve. Oh,
No.
Did you know scientifically having sex relieves headaches?
Right.
They never fall for that. Like they never fall for that, bro.
My wife told me that. She taught me that. So
women
do no bullshit. Women do fall for that. You just got to find the right woman who tells you it. And she goes, yeah, that's bullshit. She goes, you got a headache? I'll relieve that headache.
That's a good woman. You should marry that woman.
I did. Dude, I did. I've been married for over 10 years.
From work when we're hanging out together, and he's like, I'm like, would a blowjob help you out? And he's, oh yeah, okay.
Well, fuck yeah, it would.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
These are the things that we should never take for granted, ever.
No,
you're right.
It's the little things in life you have to cherish.
Oh my God, it's like,
With my boyfriend. Not
the big things in life.
The big things in life you got to cherish. I'm going to go full Morgan X right now, okay?
Yes. Yes, go full Morgan. Just all about it.
I mean, but that's what kills me is like, it's like listen, like getting a woman in the mood, it feels like to me, right? At least the way I came up with, because of the whole slut shaming thing and everything else, it's a delicate art, right? So it's kind of like analytics in sports. You're trying to find every single advantage that you can do, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, all right, well, you know, if I wear this kind of cologne, or if I comb my hair, it's like, if I do this now, if I go up to the plate and I stand in this stance and like all this stuff. So when I hear these knuckleheads go, yeah, women shouldn't be wet during sex, bro, what are you talking about? Like, who told you this foolishness? Who?
Yeah, and when
why
was
do you
the first
believe it?
time you had sex? Like,
Yeah.
are you going to believe the guy who waited until he was 40 and diddled with children and did weird shit? Or are you going to believe the guys who, you know, live their life?
Because it's going to be my old middle-age. It's going to be a guy like me. My old middle-aged ass is going to steal your girl. And you're going to wonder why, I wonder why she left me. Bruh, you weren't even doing the bare minimum. You weren't even doing the bare minimum.
Here, you know, even easier lesson for guys. It's like the lesson I figured out is go have friends that are women, because then you learn how to talk to women and you learn how to, you know, communicate your feelings. And that's sexy. Like, sexy as fuck. You know how many times someone has said after you like say and be nice because you're just nice and you're not trying to take advantage of them?
Yeah.
Damn, that was sexy. Like, they don't even want anything from you. All you have to hear is, damn, that was sexy. I've heard that so many times, just from people, male and female. And you know what? It feels fucking good because you're like, shit.
I just want to point out, I don't know what we're doing right, but somebody named the Nymph channel has just joined. So
yes,
perhaps the psychic vibe has gone out that we're talking about Eagle Jizz and the mysteries of female sexuality.
Well, I mean, that's where nymphs come from, is, you know, you spray a field with Eagle Jizz and then the nymphs rise. And then you have the dance of the nymphs.
Right.
You know,
but only American nymphs, though.
The moon phases, right? Like, it's got to be a full moon. And
are we talking like Tinkerbell?
No, if you want, that's fine, bro.
Like...
You if you want to earn your Red Wings, you can earn them, bro. Like,
oh, okay.
I've earned my Red Wings, bro. Like, you got to do it. You know,
I mean, I'm out here in the fields of Indiana. I gotta go try it out.
Oh, well, you know, well, that's what we called in the Marine Corps, is earning your Red Wings, which was basically going down on a woman when she's on her period. Like
that, Fred, in college, we dubbed that a Russian candy cane.
Oh, no, you gotta have, like,
but you have to do the full 69 and then do the swap.
Look,
there you go.
That's a Russian candy cane. That's Eagle Jizz and Eagle Blood.
I think this would be more impressive if you had a big old gray beard like mine.
Oh yeah, seriously, bro. You know, it's like that's the sexy warrior is what that is right there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, I mean, that means you are all in, bro. You are it's like, baby, no matter what.
You know, gay dude, so I've literally never done that. And I should tell you a funny story about the first time I saw a vagina one day, but you know,
one day. How about you? One day is right now. One day is right now. You better tell us right now.
All right,
it's happening, Lawrence. It's a safe place, brother.
I was in acupuncture school years ago. Okay,
stop. This has already started out amazing. Keep
acupuncture school.
Yeah, I was in acupuncture school, and we were learning how to, you know, like, literally needle particular points. And there's a point on the body called Ren 1. It is the tweener point, okay? Like, and so I am partnered up with a woman for lab, and we're doing the practical, you know, learning how to needle the tweener point. And
that sounds sexual as fuck anyways.
And, you know, so she needles me and blah, blah, and it feels intense and weird and crazy and everything. And then it's my turn. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, do I need to, there's this thing in acupuncture called finger measurement where you figure on the body, you use two fingers to measure out. I was like, do I need to finger measure to figure out where it is. And she was like, she was a nurse from Memphis. And she goes, honey, have you ever seen a vagina? There is this much space between the lips and the butthole. You aim for the middle of that and you're there.
In other words, the taint.
The taint. And it was literally the first time I had ever seen a vagina. In my living memory. And so.
And it yelled back at you, hit the taint, hit the taint.
She's like, it is this big, and if you just do a bullseye right in the middle, you're there.
see here, all of this just goes to show that there is no God, because if there was, gay men wouldn't exist, and the butthole or right inside the butt would not be the men's G spot.
I mean,
that's why there's not a God, because gay men exist, and the G spot is in the butt.
This is my thing. Whenever someone says to me, like, gay sex is unnatural, I'm like, baby, if it was unnatural, it wouldn't be able to happen, right? Like, the thing that tells me it's natural is that, the male G spot is up inside your fucking booty hole. Like,
yeah, like
somebody was playing
there,
something.
It wouldn't be natural. So, Morgan, we're gonna talk about stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. So
we gonna talk about stuff.
It's funny, like the first time I saw a vagina was I was a senior in high school. Like,
really?
Like, yeah, I was a senior in high school, and I had a girlfriend
over there.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend, and she was rather progressive, let's just say, right? And I was making out with her, and I'm trying to talk her into going all the way, and she's like, no, but then she goes, well, I'll let you go down on me, right? So as soon as she said that, it was like in one of those movies where, like the military control room, everyone starts freaking out, and there's like all these different orders being issued, and then suddenly somebody goes, "Stop!" And it's like, remember the joy of sex, find the clitoris, go north, move. So it was like, all right, we got our mission protocol, boom. Get it off and, go down on her, right? And I'm like, I'm doing all the things I read. It's like, and I'd heard over the years, like, all right, work your way up the thighs, like, oh, and I'm trying this out. Body's responding, and I'm just like, awesome. I'm doing a good job. And then I hear, like, put it in me. And I'm like, shit, what do I do? Because I didn't have condoms, right? I was trying to, roll the shirt on, jump in my car, leave her there, drive down to the convenience store, right? Because I'm under the misapprehension.
Do not do this.
She'll be there I'm under the you're gone, when you're back.
Yeah, I'm under the misapprehension, right? That if we have sex, I'm going to get her pregnant, right? So literally there I am, disheveled, pussy juice still on my face, shirt on, collared shirt that's literally like half out, half in. And I'm like, I showed two, and it was two women worked behind the counters. I didn't even flinch, bro. I just was like, I need a condom. And they're like, oh, and then one of them goes, oh, you were in the middle of it, honey. Good for you. That's being smart. So she goes, what size do you need? I was like, I don't know.
What?
Just give me both. Give me all of them. So
give me all of them.
From small to large. I don't know. So, it's like we go back. I come back in, and she's masturbating, which is the first time I've also seen a woman do this live and in the wild, which I'm like, all right, so she helps me put it on, right? And then I go to town. But that was the first time I saw it. I didn't know what I did. I uncorked something, And so it was literally like, I wasn't ready. I was like, I have a condom. Dude.
I'm impressed that your
brain just broke.
I mean, it was just like, we've got what we wanted. Is this how we get it? It's like, and then so the consensus after was like, gentlemen, we believe oral sex will get us the sex that we want. We will do, or we are now making oral sex as part of our protocol if it passes committee. Does the committee agree? Committee agrees. Oral sex is now part of the protocol. So
that's the way. This
Yep.
is
It
the
is.
way.
It is. It is. It's the way to freedom. It's the way to fun. And it's the way to not being in a desert, but in an ocean.
Yeah.
it was the way. It is the way. It is the way of Eagle Jizz.
It is the way of Eagle Jizz.
It is the way of Eagle Jizz. Yes, there you go.
Way of Eagle Jizz. It has grown on me. I had to get that in there. I had to slide that one in there.
One last time.
That's what I.
Smooth and slick.
You know what?
Sonny
That's
was
what she
asking
said.
us what the topic today was, and I was like, "No, Sonny, the topic today is Eagle Jizz." Literally, like no notes. That's it. That was the whole topic. Eagle Jizz. Go.
Eagle Jizz. Go.
It.
Talk. And that's what we did. And we've reached the top of the hour. I see we've got a ton of people with us today. Thank y'all for coming. This was so much fun. I hope everybody enjoyed. I know the chat was super lively today. And it was a bit of dirty talk. It was a bit of fun. And hopefully if we offended you in a good way. And the topic was what it was Eagle Jizz. We're tired. We're tired of having fake Eagle Jizz spewed on us by these fake patriots and fake men who think that they know what women want and think that they can tell other men that the best way to a woman is through a desert. And I'm here to tell you that is wrong.
Nobody wants to be in a desert.
Ain't the way to go. And you don't want to be one of those dumb, dirty, dry men who ain't got no love in their life. So what we're creating a new manosphere. So we're having some fun. We're building we're playing around, and we're seeing what you guys like. And it seems like y'all enjoyed this.
Which is the essence of the way of Eagle Jizz. We're playing around and seeing what the ladies like.
Yeah.
You know?
And gentlemen.
We're
here for both.
We're not discriminating.
We don't discriminate.
We're not
we
discriminating.
Don't discriminate.
No, I know. We're relatively easy to please.
That's true.
Just get a good football game or basketball, depending on what you fancy. I heard baseball takes a while, so you got a lot of time for foreplay.
Oh,
well, you've got a pitch
baseball
clock now.
Is the best. The best.
Yeah,
all those.
Yeah, but you still have the 7-inning break.
Oh,
you have the 7th where they just stop for a couple minutes. You got 20 minutes to just.
It's great.
It's not like soccer where you have to wait till halftime.
What you do?
The best is extra innings.
Yeah, what you do is you kind of you put her on all fours, and then you've got you put your snacks on the back there, and then you've got you can just take in between pumps. You've got a little snacky.
Hockey's
I've actually done that with boyfriend.
Hockey's good. I see somebody says hockey in there, and I'm from Vermont, and hockey was big there, so I get it. It's that cold stick that they like. It keeps them frozen. But you then also find, what I've found actually, is all these men that have become shitty fucking people who like their dry life. I know we're over, but they like their dry life. They all played lacrosse.
Ooh.
Wow. That was a slam. I like it.
That was a slam.
I'm here for that.
I'm not sure that the Native American Lacrosse Association is gonna approve of that message.
You know what?
I'm not talking about the Native American Lacrosse Association. I'm talking about NCAA men's lacrosse, where it is so white that you could have a sheet on the field and you still wouldn't see the players.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that.
Prep school white boys.
Man, this is spicy, Nick. I like spicy.
Yeah.
I like spicy.
I'm here
Nick.
for the Eagle Jizz. I'm here for spice.
I like that.
It's what keeps my beard so beautiful.
Luxurious. It's
where that gray spot is coming in. That's where I use it the most.
There's a merch branding opportunity. A beard cream that we sell that's called Eagle Jizz.
Eagle Jizz beard cream.
Nice.
Smooth and silky. Just smooth and silky. Like it.
I'm rubbing my beard full of Eagle Jizz.
Oh, I feel the freedom baked into my beard.
It's like, it's like where we could just have it's like, what is that? Oh, it's teak.
It's sandalwood and cedar.
Right. Sandalwood and cedar and eagle.
With essence of whiskey and musk of Eagle Jizz. 80% of the time, it works 100%.
It's the 80-20 rule.
All right, guys. This has been so much fun. Love y'all. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.
Have a good one.
And we'll see Fred and me back in about half an hour with Melissa Corrigan for another vet talk. So
Nice.
y'all join us. See y'all later. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks, chat.